YouTube, Upside DIY again, doing this sump build, trying to make some sense of kind of working on aquarium stuff, I guess. So these are the two inner baffles. The thing is, I didn't round the edges. It's gonna hit, get to some of the silicone already down, but it's gently pressed up against it. I might be able to wiggle this a little bit to straighten it out. I'm not sure, but what I'm sure is I can't get a caulk or glue on this side just by normal techniques. I might be able to get like the top, the sides, but at the bottom part might be a tough angle. So let me try to see what I could caulk. I got this tub and a popsicle stick. What I'm gonna do is actually just do the sides and then have any excess on the sides. It's better to start from the bottom to the top usually because of but on this side of the tape I'm going to be able to do the bottom first, but let's see how good I do in siliconing just the sides, and then putting some silicone inside this bucket that I made out of a 2-liter plastic bottle, and then I'm going to just popsicle stick pretty much the bottom part. It's not going to be the cleanest lines, but let's try to get this live while I can. Pretty much on the sides. I could probably get this gun. We'll see. Alright, let's try to do this. So before I do this, I just use tape. Like I said, on 4 corners. The tape measure didn't really work out good, but I use this bubble level. First I put it on the side mainly. I still might have to adjust this piece because it's not really lined up where I want it. So let's see what I can do. And then I'm going to try to silicone it. Yeah, so right here, I just silicone. Actually, I can only really get to this side. I don't even think this is... I try to straighten this out. It looks a little bent, but I'm not really sure. The thing is, I got the bottom on the outside. The inside, it's somewhat okay, but I can't even get the inside with the caulk gun. I gotta actually just squirt what I can in here and then seal up, or just use dabs of it. So let's see how that'll work. So yeah, just using a bucket, some silicone, and a popsicle stick, I'm gonna try to keep this as clean as possible, and then let it dry for a couple of days, finish up the other side, and figure out how I'm going to do the next baffle. Working with silicone isn't as easy as a lot of things. I mean, just doing any DIY stuff, it's pretty much hours and a lot of hours working with the material and build ideas. But let's see what's going to happen once I squeeze some of the silicone I got right here into a bucket and spread it on with a popsicle stick. So yeah, it looks like I got to work on from this side. It's more light. I can see stuff. I got the bucket. It's going to be really tough because even with this bucket, I don't have any accurate way of keeping it clean. So we'll just see what I could do with the tip of this popsicle stick and the room that I have. Hopefully the baffle's lined up. Even the bottom part looks kind of tough because it's way down there. So I'm going to see what I could do to show you guys and have a few tips on gluing these baffles. Okay, so right here you can see it's not really that clean of an installation. That's usually how it is, and even some of it didn't get into some of the gap, but I'm pretty confident once I smoothen this out, clean up whatever exists and things like that. I might have to even apply the, as much as I can where I could, and then just smoothing it out with the popsicle stick. So that's pretty much what it's going to look like. I'm going to add some more, and then we'll see what I can do on this video. So I actually had to use my finger to kind of, and it's really not in the final position, but I'm thinking I should just, to make it faster and more productive, I should just add the rest of the silicone that I'll need, and then just try to touch it up and things like that. So I might just pause this video, apply whatever silicone I have, and then hopefully get a nice good final finish on this one side, and then I'll probably do this side on my own. So alright, let's just try to get this silicone in a good form, and then but just using the finger on the inside seems to be enough. Applying this glue using a popsicle stick is fine, and this silicone, not glue, dries in like a week, you know. But hopefully I get some on this side, you know, kind of in a similar way, just dabbing it on and then smoothing it out. So right here I got most of the, I just you know, just got it in a decent place, and just use the popsicle stick to really, but I'm gonna have to repeat that step and basically, you know, run my finger close to the edge, and then use the rest of this stuff, and then it should be pretty much finished. And I just gotta wait for it to let it dry and things with the other side that I'm gonna do. Hold on. Alright, so that's pretty much what I got done for this side. Even on this side at the bottom, the thing, there's pretty much, you know, just a solid bead is pretty much what I was going for. There's going to be some touch up once this dries, and maybe some patching up, but not much. So hopefully I might do a little more thicker, like on the top corners it should be a little bit thicker, and this side should be done after I add a little bit there, and then I'm going to finish that side with the rest of the glue I have. So I'm starting to work on this side. This is pretty much an average job. It's going to, you know, just have to dry that way, and then on this side I can scrape off you know, some of the stuff that squeezes on the edge. Try to scrape, you know, just as much as I can, and leave some eventually after I could just rub it off. So this is pretty much enough glue to finish this, so let me try to finish it. Alright, so it's pretty much the bottom. The sides can be touched up a little bit more. There's actually a lot of excess, and it was good having it on this table and a little carpet rug. I was able to turn it around and then get a better angle. But you know, just seeing it at this state, it's pretty good. This might be a little bit warped or not straight, I'm not sure, but it's going to just have to dry that way. So the way to touch up some of this excess, I could use the popsicle stick, and with this extra glue I'm going to use it on my headphones. So hold on and I can show you guys some of that. Alright, so I just touched most of it up, mainly on this side, mainly in the bottom corners. Let me check this bottom corners. Bottom corners are pretty easy, so yeah, I gotta add on this bottom right corner down here, or left, right. So it's pretty easy with this popsicle stick. Just get a dab of it kind of on the tip, and then you get to see exactly you know, which side of the stick is on and kind of the angle. So I'm going to try to dab that corner, and then I'm going to use the rest of this on my headphones. So there it is, guys. kind of got it good right there. There's something right here that I could just wipe off. Oh shit, just tipped it. It's mainly, I've got to just basically, then, you know, when this side dries, I'm gonna add some tape on the other side, on the dry side, and I'm gonna try to finish up what I can. The main thing is kind of in between these the glass and the plastic. You want, you know, some type of adhesion, plus no bubbles that you could see going towards the wet side of the glue. I could just kind of lean things towards this way. It's not really not important until I actually just start on the other side, and then I can kind of see the condition. I mean, that's pretty much all I could do. I might add some more right there in the middle at the bottom. I just want to double check, you know, and basically it's not 100% finished because I gotta just finish this side, but when it does get finished, it's going to have some pretty good silicone, hopefully. But you know, when it's wet and dry like this, you just want to try to get it to dry. It doesn't really matter, you know, too much, except for where there's a weak spot. You want to try to, but being a weak spot on this side isn't that important, you know, because I'm going to redo this side once this dries. But just want to see if I could kind of see any weak spots. It's not too weak of a spot. I'm going to just let this sit and dry. Finish up using, you know, I do see a couple air bubbles here and there. That's just how it is. And then, you know, by watching this video over and over or whatnot, I could, you know, figure out a better way to do this. If there's a better way within an hour or two. I also added a little plant right here from my garden. You know, I cleaned it and washed the roots. There's quite a few of these growing inside my yard and things like that. There's grass, so you know, you want to be careful unpotting them, and then just try to you know, just basically keep the, you know, rinse off the roots, you know, put your finger in the sand and try to keep the roots and try to get the roots covered up so it helps the plant hold on to that area. And I don't know, I like this aquarium. It's for like a betta fish, you know, a pretty calm betta fish. I mean, it's not too tall. I mean, it will really benefit with the air on the surface because it can surface breathe. So I don't know, I might try to get a betta fish, you know, once I get things finished out of the way and I could take care of it. But ideally, I want to try to, you know, when you're trying to collect the fish itself, you got to try guppies first. You know, they're pretty free, they're pretty much free fish, and then, you know, just having a lot of guppies around can be fun and things like that. I already finished siphoning that aquarium, but there's just a little bit of water down there. I'm gonna use it to wash the sides of these, and then I could try to find some clean water and put it in there. And I gotta wash all of these things. I already dumped one bucket, so it takes 4 buckets. This green water, I did try some peroxide, which is up this bottle right here. I just mainly use hydrogen peroxide in a spray bottle. Just spray off stuff. You can use hydrogen peroxide to clean rocks, type of thing. It's like a sanitizer, I would think, for fluids. But you know, I still haven't cleared up this green water that this branch was making. I just knew it was just bad water, just because just because I made a video about it, about siphoning it out and not being able to get rid of the murkiness and having clear water tanks and things. So thanks you guys, have a good day. This one might stay up just because I, did some sump baffle gluing. It's pretty narrow spots. I really don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'll see you on the next Upside DIY. Have a good day, bye.